Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams that the committee ranks basically even. The one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. It's a quarterback keeper. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Heading left after the handoff. In the clear at the 25. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Boy, great job up front here, getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen at State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
The pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's York. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big plays.
Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Now they finally get him, but he found a nice lane on that return. This drive starts in good position. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He makes the grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Running back with the football. And the Nittany Lions pick up first down yards to keep the drive going. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Second down.
And the back gets the football. And they'll stop him after a short gain. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll hand it off. Running through the tackle.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Quick completion to the tight end. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Not huge yards, but all that matters is he catches the ball, secures it, and picks up first down yardage.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. QB decides to keep it here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
He'll hand it off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. Offense tops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the first down marker. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Going to try to use his legs here. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Number 86. All State in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
There's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looking to scramble. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Nittany Lions come up to the line in a hurry-up. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He finds the running back in the flat. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's York. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Completion makes it 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the Nittany Lions will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This quarterback on fire today. Now the all-important extra point. The That PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result...
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Buckeyes. That puts him on top in the second half. Extra point try coming now.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Handoff running right. Powering through. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talked about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we're all tied up.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. No press here. The defense backing away. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at midfield. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks there and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, first and 10. And the running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Took some extra time in the weight room, hanging off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry up. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Testing the right side here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Handoff heading left. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Nittany Lions move into the red zone. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Close to the tight end. And he's got it.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Now a crucial PAT attempt. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. And the pass is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. There's the handoff.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Spot the ball at the 26, so a 43-yard field goal attempt for the W. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. And the defense scoop breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. At the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. They go in front in the final minute of play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.